Hi everyone, and welcome to Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot, and to today's Timeless Pick a Card Stack reading. Today we're looking at why you met your person, what's the reason or lesson they're in your life, and what purpose they serve in your life. This is a general reading for the collective, so it may not resonate with everyone. So just take in what resonates with you and what speaks to your soul, and release the rest to the universe. And if you find the stack you selected doesn't resonate at all, we do encourage you to select a different stack. Also, please remember, these general readings are for entertainment purposes only. We appreciate all of you so very much for allowing us to be part of your journey today. And if you're interested in looking into your personal journey, we have been doing private readings for over 30 years. And there's a link in the description below and pinned to the top comment on how to make arrangements to get private readings with us. So today's Pick a Stack reading has 3 options to choose from. Stack 1 is Empathy, and it says, "You are what I am." And that comes with this Labradorite stone. Stack 2 is Healing, and that says, "In the heart of nature, regeneration." And that comes with this Apatite. Stack 3 is Strength, and that says supremacy of one's self. And that comes with this Bumblebee Jasper. You may make your selection based on the card, on the image on the card, the words on the card, or on the crystal, or on a combination of everything. Pause the video if you need to before making your selection. The timestamps for each combination are below in the description and pinned to the top comment. So take a moment to relax, and let's begin your journey today. I will see you in your readings. Welcome, Stack 1. This is your reading if you chose the Empathy card and the Labradorite crystal. This is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it will resonate with everyone watching today. So please just take in what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. And if it doesn't speak to your soul at all, or it doesn't resonate with you, we do encourage and invite you to select a different stack. Today we will do things a little differently to change things up a little. We're going to start with oracle cards and then move on to the tarot. And then we'll use some message cards to get messages from your person that will help us further identify why you met them and the reason and or lesson that they are in your life. So I do want to apologize for any fluctuations that you're seeing in the lighting. We are having storms again today, and the lightning is going off outside, and it's coming in and it's making the light do some strange things on the table. So I apologize for that. Anyway, so the first card we have is Trust Your Own Understanding. And this is about trusting yourself and your own inner wisdom, your own inner voice. You have the foresight and ability to discern if there is more here than meets the eye. Everything will be revealed at the appropriate time, which is the divine timing of the universe. So there's part of a lesson there. So be patient, another lesson, and allow things to unfold, and they will. Trust what you see and feel, and trust your intuition. So I do feel one of the reasons that your person is in your life and why you met them is to expand and grow and increase your intuition, your empathy, your telepathy. Perhaps you already have an intuitive connection with your person, or you share telepathy and empathy with them. And that is going to be something that will grow and evolve with you and your person, and as well as others. You'll see that you will have empathy and telepathy with others as well, if you don't already. And if you already have it, you're going to see it increase and grow. The next card we have is Shakti. And Shakti is divine feminine fire. Now, we're not saying it's a female, it's an energy, it's an archetype, divine feminine fire. She is the divine feminine awakened with light. So this is very much about letting your light shine through. And the light is here as well, surrounding the person sitting in the tree. Let your light shine through you. The divine spark of the universe is within you. So your person is causing you to go through a spiritual awakening and increasing and expanding your spiritual awareness as you embrace the divine feminine that is awakening within you. The next card we have is transition. And transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of our lives. Now, we don't know what the transition and changes are yet, but we will get to that. So that we can learn to let go and to surrender to the process and allow transition to occur with grace and ease. And transition is about change, and many of us are afraid of change. I am, in some regards, because we want to stay in our comfort zone. And change is the one certainty in life we can count on. And that change is necessary for growth to occur. So are you already changing? Group 1, are you already changing because of this person being in your life? Are you feeling more empowered by the divine feminine? Is your own inner wisdom, your intuition growing? Is your empathy and telepathy growing as well? These are some of the changes that you are going through as a result of meeting this person and the reason and lessons that they are in your life. Okay? The next card we have is you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. I am not going, well, we will read this part. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So perhaps you are having difficulty in your current relationship with your person. Perhaps you are in separation from the person that you're asking about today as well. We'll get more information from that as we dive into the tarot coming up here in just a minute. But the last card we have, see, here it is. Heal the ouch. Heal the ouch. This is an indicator of old wounds. Perhaps old relationship wounds from past romantic partners. Perhaps your person has past relationship wounds as well that they need to heal or that they have taken too long to heal. Healing the pain of past relationships or even current relationships if you're having problems with your person or if you're in separation. That is something that takes time and effort. Perhaps your person is helping you heal from past relationship trauma and drama. Or perhaps they're bringing that into your connection now. Or if you're separated, that can certainly cause drama and trauma as well. And all of those are situations that need to be healed. And I do feel that that is some of the reason for why you met your person of interest and the lessons that you are learning and gaining from them. I do feel that some of you who have selected this stack have been through heartbreak and still in the healing process, perhaps from long past relationships or even recent ones, or maybe even the one you're in now. Just remember, things happen for a reason. Nothing is by chance, it seems, in any of our lives. And you're being encouraged to use your divine feminine power to let that light rise within you. So now we're going to move on to the tarot to get some more information about why you met your person of interest and see what other lessons there are or what you need to learn from this connection. So for stack 1, what are the lessons? What do they need to learn? Why did they meet their person? see what we have here. Why did they meet their person? The Six of Coins. Let's see what else we have. Well, the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what else we get here. The Lovers. That's really nice that that dropped down right on top of that Shakti card. That's beautiful. Well, let's see what we have here. The Ace of Pentacles. The Four of Wands. So I actually do feel, stack one, that you have met your person to actually have a relationship. I feel that the reason you've met them is to have a fulfilling relationship, even though it may not be fulfilling at the moment for some of you. This is a general reading for many, many people around the world, so everyone's situation is different. But I also feel that if you have been through difficulties and problems in your current connection, in your current relationship with your person, this Ace of Coins here, this Ace of Pentacles does indicate that things will get better, that things will improve. And if you are in separation, the Ace of Pentacles, especially surrounded by the Lovers and the Four of Wands, is a strong indication that there will be a fresh start, new beginning for the two of you. So perhaps that is the change that's happening. If you have been in separation, if you are apart, if you're in no contact, if they're ghosting, that there's a fresh start, new beginning coming for you, especially since that laid down right there under that transition card. Okay? Now we have the Lovers here, and the Lovers, I actually don't have to cover these, which is why I chose this deck today. There's no nudity on this deck except for one card. Anyway, so the Lovers is one of the soulmate cards, okay? It belongs to the sign of Gemini, which is the twins. Now, that could also be an indicator for a twin flame connection. So perhaps you and your person are soulmates or twin flames. It doesn't matter. You don't need to put a label on it. You know if you are. But with this Wheel of Fortune here, this is the Wheel of Fate. This is the Wheel of Destiny. So this tells us that this relationship, this connection with your person, this is something that was fated. This is something that was destined to happen. And the destiny between the two of you is still something that has to unfold. There's more to your story. You have a you are sharing karma. This is not karmic. That's a whole different thing altogether. It's not a karmic. This is about karma. And I do feel that there's much more to your story, because this being the last card, this is about long-term relationships. This is about engagement, planning a future together, moving in together, deciding to get married, having a celebration with all the family around. And they certainly look like they're in wedding clothes to me. So I do feel that, and maybe it's not marriage that you want, or the two of you want. Maybe it's just establishing a long-term commitment with one another without having to go through all of the stuff that's involved with planning a wedding, etc. Now, we also have this Six of Pentacles, and this is about giving and receiving. Your person definitely does feel that you're a blessing in their life, but this is about giving and receiving equally. So if you're giving more to your person than they're giving to you, it can throw the relationship off balance or out of balance. So I do feel one of the lessons is to learn how to give and receive equally. And if they are not giving to you as much as you're giving to them, you may want to consider backing off a little bit to restore balance. This needs to be an equal partnership. And for those of you who have been through a lot of relationship chaos in the past, and a lot of hurt and a lot of difficulties and breakups with different people, and not really being able to find your ground when it comes to having a significant relationship or a long-term partner in your life. What these cards down here are telling me is that this is supposed to be, for you, a different relationship. This is supposed to be something that redefines and changes your view of love and of relationships. This is to be quite probably the best relationship of your life. That energy for you and your person, it's definitely here. Definitely here, stack one. Definitely here. I do feel that there's a strong past life connection. There is a strong spiritual connection with all of this empathy here and this divine feminine awakening within you. And it's about healing, and it's about growing your intuition, and it's about spiritual awakening and spiritual awareness for you. And sometimes we have to get to that spiritual awareness and spiritual awakening by walking through the fire. A lot of times, if we don't deal with difficulties and work through them, that is the way that we grow. That is the way that we grow and evolve spiritually, working through stuff. So now I'd like to take some different cards here, get these out of the way, and see why did stack one meet their person? Why did stack one meet their person? Knowledge, slow and steady progress. There's a lot of knowledge to be gathered from both of you. And isn't that interesting how this has a very similar tree to that there? I find that really interesting. And that could be spiritual knowledge, spiritual awareness, spiritual awakening. I do feel that this is what is indicative of that card. It's about not knowing how much gas is at the gas station or how much a carton of eggs is, but it's more about spiritual knowledge, spiritual growth, and spiritual awakening and awareness for you. And this comes back as well to this Six of Pentacles. The card is ever needed. We all have basic needs and desires that bring us comfort. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Now, some people, and I have been this way, and I know some of my friends are this way, they don't like to ask for help. They want to do everything themselves. And asking for help and needing to ask for help, it's a very humbling experience, okay? And it can be really difficult because you're having to be extremely transparent with the person that you're asking for help from. And I feel that this ties in with the Six of Pentacles. So this is also saying, perhaps you need to ask for help from your person. And being able to establish this equanimity between the two of you. So let's see what else. Why did stack one meet their person? Relief. Changes occurring after a period of difficulty. The beginning of time of relief. So if you have been through a breakup with your person or your separation, or if you currently are having some problems and difficulties with your person, stack one, I do feel that there is this fresh start, new beginning that's going to happen, that is going to take your relationship to the next level, take it to a new chapter, make it have a much more solid foundation. So I do feel the Ace of Pentacles as well is about building a strong foundation for you and your person for your relationship. Okay, let's see what else we get for stack 1. Marriage, this relationship is moving towards sacred union. And that in and of itself can be a lesson. That can be, as you move towards sacred union with one another, you're both having to open those aspects of the divine feminine and the divine masculine within yourselves. And that's very much what this Four of Wands and this Lover's card is about as well. It's about sacred union. See what else we get for stack 1. This flies out. Past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. Your soul remembers this intense connection. And I do feel, especially with this being a very spiritual connection, with spiritual growth and awareness with the divine feminine, the divine masculine, the Lovers, and the Four of Wands, I do feel that your souls do remember that you were together in past lives. Okay, now we'll grab one more stack of cards here and see, why did you meet them? Why did stack 1 meet this person? Why did stack 1 meet their person? Why did stack 1 meet their person? What are the reasons? What are the lessons? This says calling in your soulmate. And while it doesn't have nudity on it, it's actually people with clothes, but her hair looks like the same color as skin, so I'm going to cover it just because I don't want any problems. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualitions help bring you together. So if you have been through periods of difficulties with your person, stack 1, or if you're in separation, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations, which you know how to do because you're going through this growth cycle and this growth of your intuition and your spiritual awareness and your spiritual awakening, okay? I don't feel like you can meditate and draw them to you, but you can ask through prayer that they receive clarity, that they find courage, that they're able to release the past and heal the ouch from whatever past stuff is causing them to not be able to be fully present if they're not with you now. So let's see what else for stack 1. Why did stack 1 meet their person? What's the reason? What's the lesson? Forgiving and learning. You see, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moments. Heal the ouch. I do feel that there's a lot of healing in this relationship, in your connection, in your relationship with your person, stack 1. A lot of healing that's actually helping you learn, and it's helping you learn new relationship skills, and it's helping you create a deeper level of understanding between you and your person that's based on a solid foundation. Remember, though, to give and receive equally. For those of you that are currently in a relationship with someone, give and receive equally. And that can be very challenging because we want to give, especially if you're a divine feminine. You want to give. It's just the nature of who you are. But if they're not giving equally, perhaps backing off a little bit will shift that back into balance, especially if you're someone who is a giver. Okay? And when you're empathic, you do have a tendency to give. It's just the nature of who you are. It's not that there's anything wrong with you or there's anything wrong with that. It's just the nature of who you are. It's just sometimes we have to restore balance and harmony into a connection and into a relationship. This is your reading for today, stack 1. Thanks so much for watching and allowing us to share your journey. And if you'd like to look at your personal journey, a link with details for getting private readings with us is in the description and pinned to the first comment. Also, we'd like to ask if you would take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all of you so, so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching today. I'll see you over in reading 2. Welcome, Stack 2. This is your reading if you chose the Healing card, In the Heart of Nature, Regeneration, and the Apatite, one of my favorite stones. Remember, this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it will resonate with everyone. So please just take in what resonates with your soul and what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. And if you find that this stack you selected doesn't resonate at all, we do encourage you to select a different stack. Now today we're going to do things a little differently. We're going to look at some oracle cards first to try to get a better understanding about why you met the person that you're asking about today, and what the reason is for that, and the lessons that you're supposed to learn. And then we'll use some tarot cards to get further clarification and more information. And then at the end, we'll use some message cards from your person to see what they have to say, so we can see if there's more information we can gain about what you're supposed to learn through this connection, and why you met them, and why they are in your life, or why they're out of your life at the moment. Okay, stack 2, so let's get started here. And this card, your first card is, well, your second card says, be your best self, always. So this is about being your authentic self, and about always being true to who you are, to yourself, to your person, and to others in your life. When we have a spiritual connection to someone in terms of a romantic partner, one of the things we need to learn is to live authentically. And this goes for your person as well, okay? Not just you. So always be you. Be the person that you need to be, not the person they want you to be, or who you think you should be to be with them. Be true to yourself, always. So the next card we have is Cloak. See that cloak there? So this is a cloak of your own protection, and you've been wearing a cloak of protection. Some of you, I feel. Not all of you, okay? But I do feel some of you may be wearing this cloak. And it's an invisible form of protection as a way to retreat inside yourself, to discover what you truly feel and need. But you no longer need the cloak to protect yourself. Be your best self always, right? You're learning to live from the place of your authentic self. This cloak is like a mask. So you're being asked to remove that mask. What is that Rumi quote? What is it? Oh yeah, tear off your mask. Your face is glorious. But this card is also about setting boundaries and enforcing boundaries when you have to with your person. So why did you meet them? To set boundaries, learn how to set boundaries, learn how to enforce boundaries. And that can be scary at times, but also necessary. So it does seem that setting and enforcing boundaries is one of the reasons you've met your person and why they're in your life. We'll get more into that as we move through the reading and understand the whys and the hows of that. Okay, so the next card is Healing. This is about restoring your health and wholeness by using the information that comes to you through your senses and harmonizing everything. So this is about your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. Healing literally means to make whole, and that includes being in balance, and being in balance of all aspects of yourself. That includes the spiritual, the physical, the mental, and emotional bodies, and that does require some practice, especially because it's so easy for everything to throw anyone out of balance. Just one little thing can send everything toppling. Staying in balance is one of the greatest challenges and one of the greatest life lessons that we can have. This can also include healing issues within yourself that need healing, whatever they may be. So, for instance, if you have abandonment issues, or if you have insecurities, or any kinds of those things, healing those is part of the reason you've met this person and part of the lessons that you're learning here. Now, we also have to remember that sometimes the lessons are not easy. Sometimes the lessons can be difficult, but that's how we learn. Okay, we don't learn when things are easy. I wish it was that way. Some of us get those kind of lessons, but I feel like those are few and far between. For most of us, we learn through some difficulty. So we'll get more into that as we get more into your reading. The next card we have is Embrace. Through each other, you find missing pieces. So that's a very positive card in terms of these things that you're learning here about healing. And healing here again, I just noticed that. Yep, just noticed it. And being your authentic self and allowing your person to see who you really are, the essence of who you really are. And through each other, you are able to find the pieces that you've lost along the way in both of your lives and create that healing for one another. Okay? So the last card we have is Spirit of Place. And our ancestors believed that every place has a spirit looking after it or embodying it. Just as we all have souls, so does everything in nature. The trees, the birds, the mountains, our pets, this rock, everything. This card is asking you to trust your intuition, to use your intuition, to follow your intuition. This is also very much about relaxing and letting go of the need to try and control a situation and surrender to the process that's in place. And sometimes that can also be challenging. So these are some kind of challenging lessons here for you, Stack 2. Some of these lessons are challenging, okay? Some of the reasons why you met them, the lessons and what you're supposed to learn here. They are challenging. But these are lessons that you have agreed to learn with this person in your soul contract with one another. And the thing I was saying earlier about letting go of the need to control a situation, you can't control it anyway. You know, that you have no control over what your person's going to do, what they're going to do, how they're going to handle things, whether they're going to communicate, whether they're not going to communicate, whether they're going to ghost you, whether they're going to break up, whatever it is. And it's really hard to let go of that control, okay? But trust the universe. That's what this is saying. Trust your intuition. Use your intuition. Follow your intuition. And trust that the universe has your back. Because deep in your heart, you know they do. Okay, Stack 2. Now let's see. Use the tarot. Why did you meet them for Stack 2? Why did they meet this person? What is the purpose of them being in Stack 2's life? And what lessons are they learning through this connection? Whether they are together currently or apart. What is the purpose? Why did they meet? What is the purpose? Why did they meet? We have the Ten of Swords here. See what else we have. We have the Three of Pentacles. I think that's only one card, yes. Three of Coins, Three of Pentacles. See what else. Why did you meet? Why did Stack 2? Why did they meet? What's the purpose? Strength. That says a lot right there. Strength. See what else for you, Stack 2. The Ten of Cups. See what else for stack 2. Why did they meet? What is the purpose of this person being in their life? And this is the 7 of Swords reversed. And on the bottom, we have the 6 of Swords. I do feel for some of you, you've been really hurt in the past. And that's what this 10 of Swords is about. But I also feel that your person has been hurt in the past as well. And this healing that you provide that's for you, I feel is also to help your person heal from whatever past nonsense, drama, trauma, chaos, perhaps even abuse they went through in past relationships. Now, this is also about working together as a team. I do feel that you and your person are being encouraged to work together as a team. And that's what this 3 of Pentacles is about, okay? Working together. How can we work together to make things better, not only for them, but for you as well, okay? This 10 of Swords is a lot of negative energy. And perhaps they have abandonment issues, and it's really difficult dealing with someone who has abandonment issues. Perhaps you have abandonment issues as well that need healing, okay? But when you're dealing with someone who has abandonment issues, it can be a really difficult situation because they may sabotage the relationship to prove that, well, they were just going to leave me anyway, so I'm just going to self-sabotage this and ruin it before they can, and yada, 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 okay? That is really how some of this works for some people, sadly. I also feel that there's a very strong connection here between you and your person. This Strength card indicates there's a lot of passion. But it's also for you about growing your inner strength, your inner courage, you growing and evolving into becoming this strong, empowered person, okay? Now we have the 10 of Cups here, which is absolutely wonderful. 10 of Cups is about longevity. It's about long-term relationships. It's about family. It's about commitment. It's about building a home together, planning a future together, getting married. It's about getting a really cool-looking cat that's asleep in front of the fire. So I do feel that for some of you, part of the reason, or one of the reasons that your person has come into your life is to actually come together and have a long-term relationship that can go the distance, where you can plan a very solid future for one another, and one that's filled with so much love, a really strong connection, okay? Now we have the 7 of Swords reversed, and 7 of Swords it can be about confusion, it can be about, feeling inadequate, it can be someone who's sneaky, see how he's sneaking away with his swords, but it's reversed. So I feel that this is about healing that and letting that go, especially if your person has been hurt in the past. They can deny their feelings, they can say the connection doesn't exist, perhaps they already have, perhaps they say it's all in your head. But this is saying embrace each other, and through one another you find the missing pieces. And since this is reversed, I do feel that your person, if they have denied their feelings, if they have been in denial, if they have run from the connection, they are turning that around. Now this card, this 6 of Swords, is about transition. It's about transition and change. It's about leaving this turbulent, choppy water here and coming to this place of tranquility. For some, it could be about moving on. I don't necessarily get that impression in looking at this because some of these other cards here are just too positive. So it's really about transition. Transition from letting go of this need to deny the connection or run from the connection or be afraid of it or have fears, and healing. Healing itself is transition. And this healing is not just for you, it's also for your person. Because remember, through embracing one another, through this connection, you can find the missing pieces, which is actually the healing. So now we use some additional cards to get some more information about why you met your person and the reason and the purpose that they are in your life. What is the reason and purpose for stack 2, person being in their life? Peaceful, a sign of peaceful period of healing. Feeling only confident in being yourself, feeling truly confident about being yourself around another person, which is your person. So in this one card, we have both the healing and about being your authentic self, being your true self. And for some people, it's really hard to be your authentic self. It can be really hard because what if the other person doesn't like the true essence of who I am? So I'm going to be a bit of a chameleon, but you want them to love the true essence of who you are, because you are a beautiful child of the universe and you are perfect in who you are right now. What else for stack 2, please? Get another card here. Connections, soulmates and karmic connections. Examine whether you are bringing your whole self to the table, okay? Your whole self, your authentic self. I do feel that this is a very strong message for you, stack 2. It's really about being authentic. It's really about letting down your guard, being vulnerable to who you truly are. And I feel your person needs to do that as well. So what else do we get for stack 2? Why is this person in their life? Chemistry. There's strong mutual attraction. Yes, there is great chemistry. And there is a lot of passion between the two of you. The two of you do have alchemy. And alchemy transforms, transition. It changes the nature of who we are. Through that alchemy process, you become a much stronger spiritual being, especially with this healing that's happening here in this connection. Patience. Everything will unfold with divine timing. Divine timing. So perhaps you're having to learn how to be patient as well. Stack 2, you've got some hard lessons here. I will say, some of these lessons, patience is a difficult one. Going through the healing, being your authentic self can also be a difficult one. And staying in balance when there's uncertainty in your life or in your person's life or in your connection or in your relationship, that is also something that's difficult. But it's about surrendering to the universe and letting go of that need to try to really control the situation and just let the people upstairs take care of it. It is safe for you to love. It's safe for you to love. So I do feel that this, one of the reasons for your connection stack 2 is because this is supposed to be for you and your person. A very strong, stable relationship, especially with this 10 of Cups here. It says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, which is love. And I do feel for some of you, that is the reason you go through all this healing and you go through all this growth and you go through all these life lessons, which aren't easy, especially for you guys in stack 2 here. And then that allows this relationship between the two of you to become much stronger. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Well, that comes back to the chemistry. We'll just drop that right on top of the Strength card, which is also about passion. There is a lot of passion here in your connection. And I feel it's not just about physical passion, but it's passion for life and passion for the growth and passion for the healing and passion for your spiritual awareness and awakening as well. This is your reading for today, Stack 2. Thank you so much for watching and allowing us to share your journey today. And if you'd like to look at your personal journey, there is a link with details for getting private readings with us in the description and pinned to the first comment. Also, we would like to ask if you would take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all of you so very, very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching today. I'll see you over in reading 3. Have a great day, everyone. Welcome, stack 3. This is your reading. If you chose Strength and the Bumblebee Jasper. This is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it will resonate with everyone who's watching today. So please just take in what speaks to your soul or what resonates with you and release the rest to the universe. And if you find it doesn't resonate at all, we do encourage you to select a different stack. Today we're doing things a little differently to change it up a little. We're going to start with the oracle cards and then move on to the tarot, and then we'll use some message cards and some other oracle cards to find out more information about why you met this person you're asking about today, what's their purpose in your life, and what lessons are you supposed to be learning as a result of this connection and or relationship. So you selected the Strength card. And there's a lot of peacock feathers here. And peacock feathers are a symbol of rebirth and hope. They're also a powerful symbol of spiritual awakening. See, the crown chakra is open here, the third eye chakra, all this fire coming out. This is a very spiritual card. And it's asking you to open your heart to unconditional love. But it's also asking you to love yourself, okay? To love yourself. You have to also love yourself. So the next card we have for you is Let Love Be Your Beacon. This is very much about leading with love and focusing on this light that's within you. Imagine this light shining out of you. This is very much, again, about spiritual awakening and awareness. And, oh, there's a peacock here as well. There's a peacock on this card. I just noticed it. Which is very good for relationships that can lead to commitment, okay? But it's also about being committed to yourself, loving yourself. And if your person is not reciprocating your love, it may be time to consider walking away, especially if you're being disrespected and mistreated. But we'll get into all of that when we get more information here and use the tarot cards and find out some of the lessons and the purpose that this person is in your life. Your next card is Eruption of Light. Your every prayer is a power-packed eruption of light, beamed into your divine presence. You understand the power of prayer, that it's a divine action that's set in motion. This is also telling you that your words have more power than you realize, and you bring light where it's needed and uplift others through words of kindness and encouragement. This is who you are, but it's also saying that these are lessons that you are learning, okay? Let me straighten this up a little bit here. Your voice is part of your power, and you should be using it. So is there something you need to say to your person? Again, we'll get into that as we get further in the reading. But here we have light, light, light. Do you feel very much your connection and your relationship with this person, the reason and the purpose and the lessons is about your own personal and spiritual growth. We also have soul time. This is a reminder that your body is mortal, but your soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. And if we turn the card on its side, we can see the infinity symbol here. So this is also very much about past lives. So for some of you who chose stack 3, Your person you're asking about here can definitely be a soulmate or twin flame, in which case the lessons are going to be plentiful. Plenty of lessons in soulmate and twin flame connections. And some of them can be harsh, and some of them can be difficult, as some of you who selected this stack probably are already aware of that. So the next card we have for you is, it says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. You'll be surprised where it leads. So the universe is asking you to go with the flow, and I feel like you are learning from your connection or relationship with this person very much about how to go with the flow. And sometimes as well, that can be difficult because things don't seem to be moving and grooving the way that we may like or want them to. So the final card we have here in the Oracle cards is flying. You have the power to see things from a higher perspective, okay? When you look at things from the 10,000 foot view, you're able to see things much more clearly. This is a sign your waiting will soon be over. Well, that's a contradiction. Go with the flow, divine timing, your waiting will soon be over. But that's okay, because there's many different people watching this around the world, and everyone has a different scenario. So this is saying that your waiting will soon be over, and that all of your hard work will pay off, and the things you hope for are no longer beyond your reach. Now, I don't feel that that is just necessarily related to your connection or your relationship with the person you're asking about today, but this could be for life in general, about your work situation, your job, your career, whatever it is that you're trying to change and create and manifest in your life. Okay, stack 3, let's use the tarot now and see why you met this person you're asking about today. Why are they in your life? What's their purpose? So why did stack 3 meet their person? What is the reason? What is the lesson? What is the purpose for this? The King of Wands. What is the reason? Stack 3 met their person. What is the purpose? What is the lesson? The Fool. Let's see what this is. The Chariot. So this is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. This is Cancer energy. So Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in any one of those signs. That can be a point of validation for you if you picked the correct stack. Let's see what else for stack 3. Why did they meet their person? We have Judgment. We have the 3 of Wands just fell out onto the table. And let's see what else we get for stack 3. Why did they meet their person? And we have the Star. So there's definitely a strong connection here, stack 3. But, you know, I think all of the readings today came up that way because when you have a relationship with someone and you're learning lessons and there's a purpose for that, it always seems to be some sort of soul connection. And as we talked about with Soul Time here, the Soul Time card, it did talk about there being a soulmate, a possible soulmate or twin flame connection between you and the person that you're asking about. It doesn't have to be. I don't feel the need to necessarily put labels on relationships. but that's just the energy here. They are spiritual connections, and all relationships for that matter are spiritual connections, because there's a certain amount of karma that has to be fulfilled with people. I'm not talking about karmic relationships. I say that every time I bring that word up. I just really feel a need to clarify that. So I do feel that, this is also Aquarius energy. So Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Aquarius as well. So we've got Leo, Sag, Aries, Cancer, and Aquarius. Now, I feel that if you have been going through a separation or an ending with your person, this is a good stack here. And I say that because a lot of times soulmates and twin flames will go through periods of separation. And it's really hard when that happens. Being separated from a soulmate or twin flame, or being separated from any romantic partner at times, can feel like you are suffocating. You feel like you are dying because you can't catch your breath because they're not there. Okay, but this King of Wands is about a very strong spiritual energy. Okay, it's about someone who's really coming into their power spiritually. So I do feel that this is about you and your person actually going through this tremendous amount of spiritual growth. And this Fool here is, perhaps your person has been a fool. Perhaps they have been a fool. But this is also about taking a leap of faith, but it's also the beginning of a journey. And I do feel with the cards that we have here that this is very much a divine journey, a spiritual journey, where there's divine masculine, divine feminine present in this connection, okay? The Chariot talks about things moving forward, and it talks about victory and growth. Now, as well, we have this Judgment card. Yay, a Judgment card that doesn't have nudity on it. But Judgment is very much about something coming back, something returning, something resurrecting, something regenerating. So I do feel that there is past life connection with you and your person where you were not able to make it work, and you are being given an opportunity in this lifetime to see if you can get it together. Even if you're apart currently, even if you're having difficulties currently, your challenge, if you are in a difficult situation or separated, is to stay strong in the light, and in the light of the divine presence, and in your strength, your inner strength, your courage, and in your heart chakra remaining open, although that is really hard. Really, really hard. That is one of the most difficult challenges that there is, okay? It just is. And I feel as well with this eruption of light here, and we talked about your voice as being your power and that you should be using it. And perhaps there is something that you say to your person, that you need to say to your person. And if you're apart from your person and if they're separated, when they come back, perhaps it's time for you to tell them that you're not going to put up with this again. If they want to be part of your life, they need to do X, Y, Z, whatever that is for you. Okay, now this Three of Wands as well, it's about having to be patient. It's about having to be patient because it's about this ship being at a distance, waiting for this ship to come in. There is very strong potential here for this relationship with you and your person to go the distance here. But I feel it's something that's going to take more time. Perhaps your person is going through a period of spiritual growth. Perhaps they're just now embarking on this spiritual journey for themselves. But these cards here are also positive for you, that I do feel that for most of you, they are going to get it together and be able to present themselves to you as a romantic partner. Because I do feel the purpose for you being in each other's lives is to actually have a 3D relationship with one another where you are present in each other's lives, building a future together and helping other people. Okay, this is about your divine purpose for why you are with this person. Okay, there's a divine purpose And I don't know what that divine purpose is because you're also very different. But there is a divine purpose for you being with this person. And that is something I feel the universe is trying to come to light. So remember I said how we have to trust the universe. And even though that can be hard, we have to trust the universe and their divine timing and their divine plan. Although at times it can be difficult. Now this star card is about healing. Very much about healing. So I feel that you possibly have to heal some yourself, but I feel your person does as well. Perhaps they were hurt in the past. Perhaps they haven't been very forthcoming with their emotions, but I feel like that's going to change. So the reason your person is in your life is for spiritual growth, deeper spiritual awareness, for the growth of your own inner strength, to keep you in the light, for your own courage and personal power. Okay, but as well, I feel it is to have a relationship where you're together, okay? Go with the flow, it says. Go with the flow. See what else we get for stack 3. Why is their person in their life? Unbreakable vows. True love and commitment can withstand the test of time. Hold on to the relationships that are built on trust, respect, and love. So I do feel for some of you, part of the reason that you have met this person and the reason they're in your life is to have a long-term relationship that can go the distance. Okay? Life's journey. This says the numbers lead a dance, and then it says life's journey. Suggests that life is a journey of growth and discovery, guided by both fate and free will. So part of your journey with your person is fated. That's the meeting part and the coming together part and finding one another in the unusual circumstances in which you found or met one another. But then the free will part is the part where you both have to decide if you're both willing to go through the growth, both personal growth and spiritual growth, that you need to go through individually to be able to have the spiritual and emotional maturity to maintain and sustain a spiritual partnership, a spiritual union. So now we're going to use some additional, I'm going to use the message cards to get messages from your person, to see from them why they're in your life, to see if we can get more details about the reason, the purpose, and the lessons here. Here and now, your true love is already part of your life. So this really is about, for some of you here, for a lot of you here, I feel, so this is really about true love and this person being the one for you. And it's just going to be one of those things that this Three of Wands tells us that you have to kind of wait out. Balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. And sometimes you can have a tendency to give too much. And learning balance is something that can be difficult because when you love someone, you want to give to them. And when you give to them and they appreciate it, you want to give more. But if they're not giving back to you the same amount that you're giving to them, the relationship can become off kilter or out of balance, even ever so slightly. And this is really about learning how to maintain balance in a relationship. Stack 3, I feel like one of the things you're having to learn is balance. So what else for stack 3? What is the purpose for stack 3's person being in their life? What is the reason? What are the lessons here? Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world, but that is together. So maybe you will take a journey together. Maybe you'll take a trip together sometime coming soon. This Chariot can be a road trip, going in a car somewhere. So taking a vacation. This Three of Wands is also about trips, taking a journey here, but that's not the purpose. That's not the reason you're in their life. But this also very much looks like, if you look at it, that really looks like someone who's just leaving a wedding ceremony. So perhaps there is, for some of you, this opportunity for this long-term relationship, these unbreakable vows. For stack 3, why did they meet their person? Why are they in their life? You deserve love. You are lovable. You both deserve love. You both deserve love. And I feel that you can have a really strong love connection here. If you went through a period of time where you were throwing a prayer out to the universe, and remember with this eruption of light, we were talking about how powerful your prayers are. If you were throwing that out to the universe, that you wanted love and you really wanted this special love, this big love, this soul deep love, I really feel that they heard you and that's what they have brought you. It's just that perhaps it's having to take some time to get there. Perhaps there's still some things that need to happen between the two of you before this can actually move forward, especially if you're in separation or apart, or if you are not really getting along with one another at the moment. So you're supposed to learn your inner strength, courage, standing in your power, unconditional love, keeping your heart open. You are supposed to learn balance. You learn that you deserve love and that you are worthy of love. Stack 3, you deserve love. This is your reading for today, Stack 3. Thanks so much for watching and allowing us to share your journey today. And if you'd like to look at your personal journey, a link with details for getting private readings with us is in the description and pinned to the first comment. Also, we'd like to ask if you would take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all of you so, so much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching today. Have a great day, everyone.